Stop whatever you are doing right now. Pause for just one moment. You are brought here for a reason, not by accident, but by divine appointment. My voice is reaching you at this exact moment because I arranged it. I have something to say to you, and I will not let this moment pass without saying it. This message is not for the masses. It is for the chosen one. The ones who are tired of pretending to be strong when they are breaking inside. The ones who have done everything right and still feel lost. The ones who give and give and give, yet wonder if anyone truly sees them. If that is you, then listen closely. If you have ever felt abandoned, if you have ever questioned whether I remember you, stay with me now. What I am about to tell you will shift something deep in your soul. Your life, your future, your calling, none of it is on pause. I have never forgotten you, not for one single second of your existence. While you were lying awake, troubled and anxious, weighed down by thoughts that would not let go, I was near you. While you sat alone in the dark, wondering if anyone cared about your pain, my attention was fixed on you. While you were making mistakes and falling short of your own expectations, I was already preparing your redemption. I was already planning your restoration. Nothing about your story has caught me by surprise. This is the truth that will set you free. Not someday, when you have finally become good enough. Not eventually, after you have fixed everything you think is broken. Right now, in this very moment, I am speaking directly into your situation. Every circumstance you are facing, every relationship you are carrying, every decision that keeps you up at night, I am with you in all of it. I know you have been through more than you tell people. You learned to be strong on the outside while something inside you was quietly coming apart. People you trusted disappointed you in ways that cut deeper than any wound to the body. Plans you made with real hope crumbled in front of you. And the dreams you held closest, the ones you never spoke aloud because they felt too fragile, began to slip through your hands. You have carried burdens that were never meant to be yours alone. No one offered to help, and you did not know how to ask. You kept moving because stopping felt like failure. You kept smiling because you did not want to worry anyone. I saw all of it, and I am telling you now that season of carrying everything alone is coming to an end. Here is something you may not realize about yourself. You have prayed for others more than you have prayed for yourself. You lifted up the ones you love while your own needs went unspoken. Every one of those prayers is recorded in heaven. Not one was wasted. Not one drifted into silence. Every time you put another person's need ahead of your own pain, I took note of it. Every time you chose to encourage someone when you yourself were discouraged, it mattered. Every time you gave when you were running on empty, heaven marked the moment. You thought, no one noticed. I noticed, and I am speaking to you today to tell you plainly, it is now your time. Your time to receive what you have been sowing all these years. Your time to be lifted after carrying so much for others. Your time to step into the fullness of what has been waiting for you. The same faithfulness you showed in secret is about to be answered in the open. Do not measure your future by your past. The past is a record, not a prophecy. What happened before does not get to decide what happens next, because I am the one who decides what happens next. And I have already spoken over your life a word that no failure, no enemy, and no delay can cancel. My child, you are secure in my hands. Nothing that happens to you will surprise me, because I already know the end from the beginning. I hold your entire future with infinite care. I am not careless with what matters to you. I have never lost a single one of my own, and I will not lose you. Not in your darkest hour. Not when you feel furthest from hope. Not when everything around you seems to crumble at once. When circumstances shake you, when the world tells you to be afraid, when your own doubts shout louder than your faith. Remember this moment, remember these words. Your foundation is unshakable because your foundation is not built on sand. It is not built on circumstances. It is not built on the approval of people who change their minds with the weather. It is built on me, immovable, eternal, unbreakable. I know the questions you carry. Do you sometimes feel like you are fighting a battle no one else understands? Do you wonder if your prayers are truly heard, or if they simply rise and vanish into an empty sky? Do you question whether your faith is strong enough, whether I really care about the small details of your life? Hear me, all of those questions, all of those doubts, they have an expiration date. They do not get to live in you any longer. They were loud in the waiting, but the waiting is not the whole story, and it never was. Stop carrying the weight of trying to figure everything out by yourself. Stop turning the same worries over and over in your mind, as if one more round of thinking will finally solve them. I have already prepared the way. I have opened doors that no one on earth can close, and I have sealed doors that were never meant to be your path. That door that closed in your face, I closed it. That opportunity that fell apart, I allowed it to fall, not to punish you, but to protect you from something you could not see. One day you will understand how much mercy was hidden inside the very moments that felt like rejection. Declare your amen right now if you have faith that this word is for you. Your pain has not gone unnoticed. I know it feels like you hurt in secret, like your sorrow is hidden from the world, like no one understands what it costs you just to keep going. But nothing about you is hidden from me. When you cried out in the darkness at 3 in the morning, when sleep would not come and no one was listening, I heard you. When you felt utterly alone, when you convinced yourself you were too broken to be loved, when you questioned your own worth, I was there. When you could not take another step, when the weight was too heavy and your legs would not move, I was holding you up. You did not collapse, and it was not because you were strong. It was because I would not let you fall. This is not a metaphor. This is not poetic language meant to comfort you for an hour and fade by morning. This is a promise, a covenant. I will never leave you without comfort in your despair. I will never watch you sink without reaching for you. Now, I need you to understand something crucial. You have been chosen for a purpose greater than your current circumstances. Your pain is not punishment. Your struggle is not a sign that I am angry with you. Your trials are not proof of your failure. The hard road you have walked did not disqualify you. It taught your hands how to hold what is coming. There is a steadiness in you now that ease could never have built, a depth that only the low places could carve. You did not choose the difficulty, but you will carry its strength for the rest of your life. The enemies that surround you have already been defeated. You do not have to fight them in your own power anymore. Their threats are noise. Their weapons cannot reach what I am protecting. The power that raised Christ from the dead lives inside you, and no scheme formed against you can stand before it. You are more than a conqueror. You are already victorious, even in the places where you cannot yet see it. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, and I am telling you now, your miracle is closer than you think. But let me correct something you have believed for too long. You have thought that my silence meant my absence. You have thought that because the answer had not arrived, it was not coming. Heaven does not move on your schedule, but heaven has never once been idle concerning you. While you counted the days I was arranging them, think of a field lying fallow through the winter. To the passing eye, it looks abandoned, useless, forgotten. But beneath the surface, the ground is resting, gathering what it needs for the harvest ahead. Your quiet seasons were not empty. They were full of work you could not see. The seasons themselves are my witnesses. No winter has ever refused to end. No night has ever outlasted the morning assigned to follow it. The turning you have longed for does not depend on your striving. It depends on my faithfulness. And my faithfulness has never once been late. The same order I set into the earth, I have set into your life. Your season is turning now quietly, the way dawn arrives. First at the edges, then everywhere at once. I also want you to stop apologizing for your questions. You have wondered if it was wrong to ask why. It was not wrong. My servants have always asked why, in the pit, in the prison, in the storm. I am not offended by an honest heart. I am far more grieved by a distant one. Bring me your questions, and I will give you something better than explanations. I will give you myself. There are answers you could not carry, even if I handed them to you today. But my presence you can carry. My presence will hold you steady in the very places where understanding runs out. You have also feared that you missed your chance. That somewhere back there you took the wrong turn, and the life you were meant to live went on without you. Listen to me carefully. I am not limited by your detours. I write straight lines with crooked paths. Where you see a wrong turn, I see the very road I will use. Nothing you have lived is wasted in my hands. Not the failure, not the delay, not the years you think were thrown away. I do not discard broken material. I build with it. What shamed you will become the very ground you stand on when you tell others what I have done. So lift your head. Not because everything is resolved, but because you finally know who holds the resolution. The heaviness you woke up with this morning does not get the final word. I do, and my word over you is good. There is a turning point in every life I lead, a moment when a person stops bracing for the worst and starts expecting my goodness. You are standing at that turning point right now. You can feel it even if you cannot explain it. Something in you is being set right as you listen. Do not rush past this. Let these words settle into the deep places. The ones you guard, the ones you show no one. That is where I do my best work. That is where healing begins, not at the surface where everyone can see, but at the root where only I can reach. I am not asking you to feel strong today. I am asking you to trust that I am strong. There is a difference, and the difference will set you free. You were never meant to be the source of your own strength. You were meant to draw from mine day by day, like water from a well that never runs dry. From this day forward, when fear speaks, you will remember what I have spoken. When shame calls your name, you will answer with the name I gave you, beloved. When the old heaviness tries to return to its old room in your heart, it will find the locks have been changed. Say, I believe out loud if this word is reaching your spirit right now. There are 3 things I am asking of you today. 3 ways to open your heart fully to what I have prepared. Hear them one at a time. Do not hurry. Each one is a door, and I will walk through every door you open to me. First, give me your heart completely. Not just the parts that are convenient, not just the pieces you feel safe showing, your whole heart. With the wounds, the doubts, the shame, the rooms you keep dark, bring me the broken pieces you would never show another soul. I already know it all, and I love you still. Not because you are perfect, not because you have it figured out, but because you are mine, my child, my creation, my delight. My purpose has always been to give you life in abundance, joy that cannot be explained, and love that never runs out. Second, Choose to trust me even when you cannot see the complete picture. The future looks overwhelming when you try to carry it alone with your limited sight. But when you place it in my hands, when you stop wrestling and surrender, peace begins to settle over your soul like evening quiet after a long storm. Trusting me does not mean everything becomes easy. It means you are never alone inside the difficulty. It means my grace will be enough for every trial you face. It means that even while circumstances shake, you can carry a joy that makes no earthly sense and yet is completely real. Third, do not walk this road in isolation. Do not carry your burdens in silence. Share your story, speak of your faith. When you encourage someone in their weakness, when you tell others what I have done for you, you are not only lifting them, you are releasing blessing into your own life. The principle is simple, and it is eternal. Give, and it shall be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, running over. As you pour out your words, your time, your prayers for others, I pour back into you in measures you never anticipated. This is not a bargain. This is the law of my kingdom. This is how my economy has always worked. And now hear me on this, because it belongs to the same law of giving, my child. I am asking you to place a portion of what you have, something of real weight upon the altar of this work, as gold laid on the scales of this calling. Let it be a seed sown into deep water, an offering set on stone, not held back in fear. This is proof that your trust rests in my hand to provide, and that your heart no longer clings to lack. What you release in faith does not leave your life. It moves ahead of you into the harvest I am preparing. Now let me speak to your situation, yours, not anyone else's. I see it in all of its complexity, all of its pressure, all of its uncertainty. I see the worry over provision, the quiet arithmetic you do at night, the anxiety of wondering how you will cover what is coming. I see it, and I have not turned away. I see the fractures in your family, the relationships that have grown cold or sharp, the conversations you replay and the ones you avoid. I see the ache of loving people who do not know how to love you back the same way. I see the health concerns you carry and the fear that rides along with them. I see the exhaustion that has settled deep in your bones from carrying more than one person should carry. I see the loneliness that visits you in quiet moments when everyone else is busy and you are left alone with your thoughts. I see the disappointment of unfulfilled dreams, the roads not taken, the questions about what might have been. Not one detail of it escapes me. I am not a distant observer studying you from far away. I am closer than your own breathing, and I care about what concerns you more than you can measure with a human heart. The things you have labeled too small to pray about, bring them. Nothing that troubles you is trivial to me. Some of what you carry has been on your shoulders for years. Wounds that never fully closed because you were too afraid to look at them directly. Words spoken over you that cut like a blade and lodged where no one could see. Trust that was betrayed so deeply, you quietly decided never to hand your heart to anyone again. Your mind has replayed those moments 1,000 times, and somewhere along the way you accepted their verdict as the truth about who you are. I am telling you today, their opinion of you was never the measure of your worth. Their failure to see your value does not mean you lack value. Their inability to love you well does not mean you are unlovable. Your worth was settled by me, and no one on earth holds the authority to unsettle it. You are precious beyond any price that could be named. The ones who overlooked you were looking with broken eyes. I see clearly, and what I see, I treasure. So let me touch the places that still hurt. Let me pour love into the cracks that others left behind. Let me rebuild what was torn down, stone by stone, until what stands is stronger than what stood before. You have managed the pain long enough. Now let me heal it. This is the difference between surviving and being restored. Survival keeps the wound covered. Restoration closes it. I am not offering you a way to cope, my beloved. I am offering you a way to be whole. Now hear what I am asking you to lay down. Stop dwelling on the mistakes you have made. Stop replaying the conversations where you felt humiliated. Stop measuring your present struggle against your past victories until both of them lose their meaning. That constant looking backward is costing you the road ahead. Instead, remember what I have already done for you. Remember the times when everything looked impossible, and yet a way appeared. Remember the prayers I answered when you had almost stopped expecting an answer. Remember the doors that opened and the people I placed in your life at exactly the right moment. That was not luck. That was me. Look back over your whole story and find one time, even one, when I finally failed you. You cannot, because it never happened. There were delays you did not understand and answers you did not expect, but abandonment never. I have never failed you, and I will not begin now. So today, I am dealing with what has settled in your heart. The discouragement that moved in and made itself at home. I am removing it. The anxiety that has kept you awake, I am replacing it with peace that passes understanding. The fear that has frozen your steps, I am breaking its grip. The shame that has kept you silent, I am washing it away. Today marks a new beginning, not because your circumstances changed overnight, but because your sight is changing. You are beginning to see yourself through my eyes. You are beginning to believe that you truly matter, and that shift alone will change everything it touches. The transformation you have been asking for is already underway inside you. You may not see it yet. You may not feel it yet. But the seed is in the ground, and the ground has received it. Old patterns are breaking up like winter soil under the first warm rain where there was despair. Hope is pushing through. Where there was doubt, faith is taking root. Where there was darkness, light is finding every crack. This is not something I will do for you someday. This is something I am doing now as my voice reaches you, and others will notice. The ones closest to you will see a steadiness rising in you that was not there before. They will sense a peace around you, even when everything else is loud. Some will ask you what changed, because something about you will refuse to be explained away. When they ask, tell them plainly what I have done. As you live this out, you will become a lamp in dark rooms. Your quiet endurance will preach louder than any sermon. Your courage will hand someone else permission to be brave. The ones you love will drink from the well I am filling in you, and they will not even know at first where the water comes from. Consider how patient I have been with you. When you forgot me in the rush of your days, I remembered you. When you doubted my love, I went on loving you. When your faith thinned to a thread, my faithfulness to you never thinned at all. I have never once questioned whether you were worth my mercy. From the very beginning, I have believed in what I placed inside you. I saw it before anyone else could, and I have guarded it through every season you thought was wasted. It is still there. It is still alive, and its hour is approaching. Do not receive this word and then talk yourself out of it by morning. That has been the pattern. Has it not? Hope rises in the evening, and by daylight the old arguments return. Not this time. This time plant your feet on what I have spoken and refuse to be moved. Listen carefully now. The mountain of problems that has blocked your path is about to come down. The opposition that surrounded you is about to scatter. Doors that were bolted are about to swing open. The healing you quietly gave up on is closer than it has ever been. Stay alert, pay attention. Learn to recognize the signs of my hand moving on your behalf, because they are already appearing at the edges of your life. Some will come quietly, the burden lifting, a provision arriving, a hard heart softening. Do not call these things coincidence. Call them what they are. I will move mountains for you. I will quiet your storms. I will strengthen your spirit when you are weak and open ways where no way can be seen. I will grant you favor in rooms you have not yet entered, with people you have not yet met. I will restore what was lost, rebuild what was torn down, and renew what has grown dry. This is not a promise about someday. This is a promise taking hold now. Your life is not a series of random events scattered by chance. Your life is a story I am actively writing, and I do not abandon my stories in the middle chapters. The pen has not left the page. Right now as you listen, let your shoulders come down. Feel the weight you have been carrying begin to lift. Let the tightness in your chest loosen and the racing in your mind grow still. This is my peace. It was always available to you. You do not have to earn it. You only have to receive it. You are not too broken to be loved. You are not too far gone to be reached. You are not too flawed to be used for my purpose, and not too weary to receive my strength. I have already come looking for you. I have already found you. I have already called you mine, and nothing in life or death can pull you out of my hand. Now I must show you what has been standing between you and the fullness I promised. There have been barriers over certain areas of your life, not because I withheld from you, but because there is an order to what I do, and the hour of release had not yet come. Hear me, that hour has now arrived. The first barrier stood over your provision. This is why you worked so hard and never seemed to get ahead. This is why opportunities slipped through your fingers at the last moment. This is why the numbers never quite reached far enough, no matter how carefully you stretched them. But understand what that season truly was. It was never meant to be permanent. Heaven watched to see whether you would keep trusting me when nothing was coming in, whether you would keep an open hand when your hands were nearly empty. And you did. Your faith held when it made no earthly sense, and that has not been forgotten. So I say to you now, the barrier over your provision is breaking. Supply will begin to find you through ways you did not arrange and could not have arranged. An opening you thought was finished will return. A need you carried quietly will be met without you asking. When it happens, do not call it chance. Thank me out loud, for it is my hand. The second barrier stood over your relationships. This is why you have felt so alone. This is why the people around you did not seem to understand you, and why the wrong connections kept finding their way in, while the right ones stayed distant. That too is ending. I am bringing new people toward your life, not just any people, but connections appointed by me. People who will recognize your worth without you having to prove it. People who will speak life into you and call out what has been hidden in you. When they arrive, you will know them, because they will carry my peace with them. But hear this clearly. Appointed relationships need room. That means some old ties that have been draining you may need to be loosened. You may need to step back from voices that pull you toward the person you used to be. This is not cruelty. A gardener who never prunes will never see the fruit. Do not cling to what diminishes you out of fear of being alone. You are not made for company that cost you your calling. Trust me enough to release what I am asking you to release, and watch what I place in the empty space. Better is coming, but better needs somewhere to stand. The third barrier stood over your purpose. This is why you have felt stuck, why something always seemed to be missing, why you kept searching for meaning and came home with your hands empty. You were held in a waiting pattern, not abandoned, but held until the appointed time. And the appointed time is now. I made you for a specific assignment. There is work on this earth with your name on it, work that will not be done the same way by anyone else. The longing you feel for something more is not discontent. It is memory, your spirit remembering what it was made for. Stepping into it will ask something of you. You cannot carry the old mindset into the new season. You must lay down the fear that has held your feet. You must release the need to see the whole path before you take the first step. I do not hand my children maps. I walk with them one step at a time, and the next step is always lit. Think of a river finding its course. It does not see the ocean from the mountains. It only moves toward the low ground in front of it, and turn by turn the way opens. Your calling will unfold the same way. Move where I lead today, and tomorrow's bend will reveal itself when you reach it. From this moment, you will begin to see your life with new eyes. Things that confused you will begin to make sense. Doors you walked past 100 times will suddenly stand out. Work that felt small will reveal its weight. You are coming into alignment with what I intended from the start. And when these three barriers fall, provision, relationship, and purpose, something else follows. Favor begins to gather around your life. Not favor you chase, but favor that finds you. What you once had to strive for will begin to come toward you, the way a harvest comes to the one who sowed in tears. Provision will find you from directions you never considered. The right people will cross your path as if by accident, though nothing about it is accidental. Rooms that were closed to you will open, and voices you never expected will speak your name in places you cannot go. This is what it looks like when I go before someone. You will not have to beg anymore. You will not have to force doors or wear yourself out, proving your worth to people who were never assigned to see it. What I have appointed for you cannot be taken by another, and what is not appointed for you was never worth your striving. There is a foundation being laid beneath your life right now, in ground no one else can see. Builders do their deepest work below the surface, where there is no applause, and the height of the tower always depends on the depth of what was buried first, so do not despise the unseen days. Every quiet act of trust has been setting stone upon stone. What rises next in your life will stand because what holds it was laid by my own hand. Only remember where it comes from. When the season of increase arrives, do not let your heart drift into believing your own hands built it. Gratitude keeps the channel open. Pride closes it. Stay low in your heart, even as your life rises, and the flow will not stop. Say, I trust you right now, if you believe this release belongs to your life today. Now, I must teach you how to walk in what has been released, because release is only the beginning. The first lesson concerns your words. Your mouth is not a bystander in your life. It is a builder. Every day your words are laying stones on one side of the scale or the other. You cannot welcome what you constantly speak against. If you keep declaring lack, your heart learns to expect lack. If you keep announcing that you are alone, you will stop seeing the hands reaching toward you. If you keep calling yourself a failure, you will walk past open doors with your head down. From this day forward, let your words agree with what I have spoken over you. Speak provision, even while the need is still visible. Speak healing, even while the ache remains. Speak purpose, even on the days that feel ordinary. This is not pretending. This is faith opening its mouth. My servants have always done this. They praised inside prison walls at midnight, and the foundations shook. They marched around fortified walls, speaking of victory before a single stone had moved. They called on my name in drought and famine, and did not soften their expectation to match the sky. Speak like that, and heaven leans toward you. But I must also prepare you because I am honest with those I love. When release comes, resistance follows. The adversary pays little attention to the sleeping, but he studies the ones who are waking up. What is coming into your life will not go unnoticed in the unseen realm, and there will be pushback. It may come through people, a discouraging word at exactly the wrong moment, mockery from someone whose opinion still has a key to your heart. Old voices returning with old accusations, just as new hope is taking root. Do not be shaken by any of it. Opposition at the threshold is not a sign you are wrong. It is a sign you are close. It may also come through chaos, small crises demanding your attention, sudden problems that seem designed to exhaust you before anything else can. Interruptions that pull at your focus like hands tugging a sleeve. Recognize these for what they are: smoke, meant to make you lose sight of what I am doing. Keep your eyes on me and the smoke will pass, and do not fear any of it. I have set a hedge around you that cannot be breached. No weapon formed against you will succeed. No scheme devised in darkness will outlast the light I have placed in you. I am your defender, your fortress, your rear guard. The battle that concerns you is one I have already claimed. There is a picture I want to leave with you. A traveler crossing a desert does not judge the journey by the sand and the wind. He keeps his direction, rations his strength, and trusts the one who told him water lies ahead. The wind is loud, but the wind decides nothing. Direction decides everything. Keep your direction, guard your mind, the way a watchman guards a city gate. Not everything that asks to enter should be let in. Do not dwell on words that fill you with dread. Do not sit long with voices that make my promises sound foolish. Do not rehearse conversations with fear, as though fear were an advisor. What you take in becomes what you lean on. Take in truth. Guard your peace as well. Peace is not a luxury for calmer seasons. Peace is your footing. When your peace is intact, you see clearly, choose wisely, and stand firmly. This is why the adversary aims at your peace before he aims at anything else. Refuse to hand it over. It was given to you by me, and no circumstance has the authority to collect it. Be patient with yourself as you learn this new way of walking. You will stumble back into old habits some days. An anxious word here, a fearful thought entertained too long there. When that happens, do not spiral into condemnation. Simply return. Correct your words, redirect your mind, and keep moving. I am not grading your perfection. I am growing your direction, and be watchful over the small obediences. It is tempting to wait for a grand assignment while neglecting the task in front of you. But thrones are prepared in secret. The one who is faithful with little is the one I trust with much. The choir duties you perform when no one applauds are weaving the very rope that will one day draw your harvest in. Do not despise slow growth. An oak does not apologize to the grass for taking its time. What grows quickly is often shallow, and what I am building in you is meant to stand for generations. The ones you love, and the ones they will love after them, will find shelter in what I am establishing through your obedience today. Remember also to rest. You are not designed to run without ceasing. Even the ground must lie still to give again. Rest is not laziness. It is trust in its plainest clothing. The one who cannot stop working does not yet believe that I work while they sleep. Believe it. Lie down in peace and let me keep the night watch. This is how you walk out the release. Words in agreement with my promise. A guarded mind, a defended peace, patience in stumbling, faithfulness in small things, and rest without guilt. None of it is complicated, all of it is powerful. Walk this way, and no resistance the enemy raises will be able to hold back what I have set in motion. You are not walking this road as an experiment, you are walking it as an heir. The strength you need is not ahead of you somewhere. It is with you now, because I am with you now. Every step you take in trust, I match with power you cannot see. There is one more thing I want you to carry into these days: courage. Not the loud kind that performs for others, but the quiet kind that rises early, keeps its word and tries again. That courage is already in you. I placed it there myself, and I have watched it survive everything that tried to put it out. Lean on it now. It will not fail you. Now hear my final instruction and hold it close. The days directly ahead of you are set apart. From this moment, I am asking you to keep a holy watchfulness over the next 3 days, not with anxiety, but with expectation. Heaven has moved, and I want you positioned to recognize what heaven has done. Stay in prayer through these days. Not only formal prayer with folded hands, but constant companionship with me. Talk to me as you work. Whisper to me as you walk. Ask me for guidance in the small decisions, and thank me before the answers arrive. Prayer is not a duty I demand. It is the door I keep open. The moment you stop speaking with me is the moment you begin leaning on yourself again, and you were never meant to carry these days alone. Stay in gratitude as well. Do not wait until you can see the change to give thanks for it. Thank me now while the room looks the same, and the circumstances have not yet bent gratitude, before the answer is the purest language of faith. When you thank me for what you cannot yet see, you are telling heaven that my word is evidence enough. That kind of trust moves my heart, and it always has. And stay in expectation. Rise each morning believing that something is different because something is different. Listen for the unexpected word. Notice the person who crosses your path without explanation. Receive the small kindness that arrives out of season. Expectation is not foolishness. Expectation is the posture of a heart that took me at my word. Within these days, a sign will come. Pay attention, because it may not look the way you imagine. It may be a message from someone you have not heard from in years. It may be a provision arriving from a direction you never considered. It may be a conversation that lands at exactly the right moment, answering a question you never spoke aloud. It may be as quiet as a burden lifting while you pray. When it comes, do not dismiss it as coincidence. Call it what it is: confirmation. Say thank you out loud. Acknowledge that heaven heard you and heaven is responding. What you honor will increase, and what you dismiss will grow silent. Honor the small beginnings, and you will be trusted with the great fulfillments. Guard these days carefully. Do not let bitterness back into your speech, or dread back into your thoughts. Do not rehearse your problems to everyone who will listen. Choose your company with wisdom. Sit with those who strengthen your faith, and step gently back from those who stir your fear. What surrounds you in these days will either water the seed or trample it. My child, everything has shifted. Can you sense it? The atmosphere around your life is not what it was when you first began listening. Something has been set in motion that cannot be called back. This is your moment. This is your season. You stayed, you opened your heart. You let my word reach the deep places, and heaven has taken account of it. Before I release you, there is one more thing you must carry with you. I am with you every single day. Not near you sometimes, with you always. I am in the morning when you rise, and in the silence before you sleep. I am beside you in the crowd, and beside you when the room is empty. There is no hour of your life where you walk unaccompanied. You are never alone. You are never forgotten. You are never abandoned. When you pass through the waters, they will not overwhelm you. When you walk through the fire, it will not consume you. I did not promise a road without trouble. I promised myself on every road, and I keep my promises. Walk forward now, and do not look over your shoulder at the life you are leaving. The old season had its purpose, but it is finished, and you do not live there anymore. Every door you approach in my will shall open. Every mountain that stands in your path shall be moved or made a road. Every valley you cross shall lift you toward higher ground. And when the blessing comes, when the provision arrives, when the right people gather, when the purpose unfolds, remember this day, remember that you heard my voice when nothing had changed yet, and you believed. Tell the ones you love what happened here. Tell them how hope returned. Your story will become a lamp for someone still standing where you stood. Let your life become the proof of what I am like. Be generous the way I have been generous with you. Be patient with the struggling, for you remember struggling. Be gentle with the broken, for you remember breaking. The comfort I have poured into you was never meant to end with you. Pour it forward, and it will never run dry. Do not fear the size of what I am asking. I do not send anyone out in their own strength. The same voice that reached you today goes with you tomorrow. When you stand in front of what looks impossible, stand still. And remember, impossible is where I do my clearest work. It has never once been a barrier to me. It is only a stage. Hold your identity like a lamp in your hand. You are my beloved. You are chosen, not because you earned it, but because I willed it. You are a treasured possession marked and kept. Wear this truth boldly. Live from it, not toward it. Let it decide how you speak to yourself, how you rise from failure, and how you enter every room. Receive this word now in its fullness. Believe it, live it. Let it work in you long after my voice fades from this moment, because the word I speak does not return to me empty. It accomplishes what I send it to do, and I have sent this one to you. Go now with my blessing. Go with my protection over your shoulders and my favor going ahead of you like a herald. The barriers are broken. The way is open. Your season has begun. Walk in power. Walk in peace. Walk in confidence with your head lifted and your heart at rest. The greatest chapter of your life starts right now. I have spoken it, and what I speak, I perform. Amen and amen. Say yes. I am ready if you will walk forward with me into everything I have prepared. We run on viewer support only. For exclusive member only content, scan the QR or see the pinned comment. God bless you.